Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Oklahoma City Thunder want to create a new Big Three with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, and Klay Thompson. Warriors legend Klay Thompson is up for free agency this summer, and various rival teams have made it their business to start a pursuit. According to NBA insider Sean Devaney, the Thunder are one of several franchises with heavy interest in the 4X champion. Thompson heads into the summer a free agent for the first time since 2019, having turned down a 2-year extension offer before the start of last season. The Warriors hope to keep Thompson while also getting themselves underneath the league's luxury tax limit, a pair of goals that could both be achievable if Thompson's salary does not come in too high. Thompson is expected to draw interest from teams with cap space to spend, most notably the Magic, Thunder, and Sixers, Devaney wrote. Thompson enters free agency for the first time in 5 years. At almost 35, this could very well be the last long-term contract of his entire career, and he wants to get the most out of it. After failing to reach an agreement on negotiations during the season, it looks like Klay may have to look elsewhere for the kind of money he seeks. At the very least, he may opt to put pressure on the Warriors to give him what he's after. Teams like the Magic and 76ers bring a lot to the table for Klay, but there's no doubt that the best situation for him would be with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He could serve as a veteran leader and mentor for the young guys, while also stepping in to provide key shooting on the wing. After ranking 8th in three-pointers made last season, Thompson is capable of bringing the offense to another level. Best of all, the Thunder are a place where Klay could compete for championships once again. Even with nothing left to prove, Thompson is in the business of winning, and the Thunder may be the best-equipped team in the West to win a lot of games for many years to come. With most of their star-studded core still on rookie-year deals, the Thunder are one of the few teams with enough cap space in the offseason, and it's the reason why they are considered among the favorites to lure him away from Stephen Curry. Coming off 2 major injuries, Klay Thompson, picked 11th overall in 2011, is not the player he used to be on the court, but he may not have to be to make an impact with the Thunder. With averages of 17.9 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per game on 43.2% shooting last season, Thompson still brings a lot to the table as a shooter and floor spacer. In a modest role on the best young roster in the league, Thompson could thrive, and his presence there may be enough to tip the balance of power. Stephen Curry, 36, and other players will not let Klay go easily, but the chance to earn one last payday on a championship-level team is a hard thing to turn down, and it remains to be seen if he can actually follow through on his threats to leave the Warriors. One way or another, Klay is going to get paid, and it's hard to argue that he's earned it after winning 4 championships as one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. Stephen Curry almost cried in the locker room for losing Finals MVP to Kevin Durant. The Kevin Durant era was pure dominance for the Golden State Warriors, but there was also a lot of drama mixed in. In an appearance on the Gil's Arena podcast, former NBA veteran Nick Young got real on some of the internal chaos for the Warriors and revealed the time that Stephen Curry almost cried before losing the Finals MVP to Kevin Durant in 2018. "I remember they were neck and neck, KD and Steph. And then Steph had one bad game and Durant was hitting," said Young. In the locker room, Steph's head was down and damn near tears after a win. He wanted to win that *TCH. Durant was trying to give it to him because he won the year before, but Steph couldn't make a shot. It was the lowest he scored in the finals. Kevin Durant, a 14x All-Star, joined the Warriors in 2016 after leaving behind the Oklahoma City Thunder. His arrival marked the start of a dominant run for the franchise, and his time with 36-year-old Stephen Curry is still considered one of the best two-man games in the league. The 2018 NBA Finals was not known for being particularly competitive. It was the Warriors' second year together, and they matched up against a LeBron James-led Cavaliers team that was hopelessly outmatched. The series was a 4-0 sweep in favor of the Warriors, with an average score margin of 15 points over the 4 games. Durant received 7 MVP votes, while Steph only received 4. Initially, Curry and Durant were neck-and-neck for Finals MVP through the first 2 games, but things changed for the final 2 games. The 6 feet 2 inches point guard scored just 11 points in Game 3 and had a pretty rough performance that allowed the Cavaliers to make things interesting down the stretch. Were it not for Kevin Durant dropping 43 points, the Warriors might have lost that pivotal game in Cleveland. Curry did eventually respond with 37 points in Game 4. It wasn't enough to earn him final MVP honors. It wouldn't be until 2022 that he'd finally take home the trophy for himself after winning his 4th championship. While Steph and Durant never expressed any resentment toward each other, their partnership only lasted 3 years, and it's not hard to see why. The Warriors were and always will be Stephen Curry's team, and Durant's arrival created a power struggle that made things awkward for everyone. Durant left a year later after losing in the finals, but his run with Curry will always be mentioned in the NBA history books. They dominated at a scale rarely seen before, and it was truly uncharted territory as 2 apex superstars at the peak of their powers. We may never see that level of dominance again, but it was probably better for Curry that he's the lone alpha dog now. As a living basketball legend, he's able to play with the ultimate freedom now and no longer has to worry about competing with accolades against members of his own team. There is some talk about Durant potentially coming back to the Warriors one day, but a move that big will need Steph's approval, and it remains to be seen if he'd sign on for that experience again. Warriors trade proposal would add former MVP for Jonathan Kuminga package. Stephen Curry will turn 37 during the 2024-25 NBA season, which could lead the Golden State Warriors to potentially go all in this offseason to maximize their championship window. In a proposed trade from Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report, they'd be doing just that, moving Jonathan Kuminga and more to the Phoenix Suns for Kevin Durant. The Warriors, long among the leaders in skyrocketing payroll figures, actually have more flexibility than the Suns, who are currently being strangled by the second apron, Hughes wrote in his June 11 article exploring NBA trade ideas. What's more, the Dubs might have more win-now urgency than Phoenix because of the 2 years remaining on franchise icon Stephen Curry's contract. This deal would give the Suns immediate 3-and-D help from Wiggins, a cheaper alternative to Jusuf Nurkic at center, a potential star in Kuminga, cash savings, and actual draft equity, all for a player entering his age 36 season. Durant and Draymond Green had altercations when Durant was with the Golden State Warriors from 2016 to 2019. Durant even said in 2019 that an altercation with Green was one of the many factors that led him to leave the Warriors for the Brooklyn Nets in free agency, according to Malika Andrews of ESPN. "I mean, your teammate talked to you that way, you think about it a bit," Durant said. "But, we talked about it, but definitely, it was a factor, for sure, I'm not going to lie about it." However, things seem to be getting better between the two. As Green said, "He's one of the best we've ever seen on an episode of 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. I respect KD as a basketball player," Green said in March. "He's one of the best we've ever seen, and that's kind of where it's at. I got no ill will. I actually got nothing but love for KD, actually. But love is love. You know what I'm saying, my love? Like, if I got love for you, my love just don't fade. If I got love for you, I got love for you, and I got love for K. That ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?" Despite being 35 years old, the 2013-14 Most Valuable Player is still one of the best scorers in the NBA. In the 2023-24 season, playing the most games he has in a season since leaving the Golden State Warriors, Durant averaged 27.1 points and shot 52.3% from the field and 41.3% from three-point range on 5.4 attempts per game. It might look different because Curry and Durant are older, but the duo would still be one of the most dynamic in the NBA. Even at this stage of their careers, they attract a defense's attention. That could help both of them put up big scoring numbers and improve a Warriors offense that already had the ninth best offensive rating in the NBA last season. Moving Kuminga would hurt in the immediate and future, but landing Durant could help the Warriors win a championship next season. If they're looking to capitalize on Curry still playing elite basketball, this could be a move that helps them win their fifth championship since 2015. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Kevin Durant? Leave your opinion in the comments.